After 5 days being together with you as students, we know each other better, so we will first introduce each members of our team. So, Aya comes from Salisbury in North Carolina. She had interpersonal skills and she is very open-minded. She has been a cheerleader for a long time, and she will do the operation management part of our project.
Thank you, Celine. Now I'm going to introduce Emily. She's from Brown-Lecomte. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Her two great skills or qualities that she possesses: she's a great communicator, and she's also very passionate about what she likes. She loves singing, and she will be responsible for the marketing analysis and financial part of our business plan.
Thank you, Haya. So let me introduce our great partner, Jody. She's from Greensboro in North Carolina, and her true responsibility is human resources managers and pricing agents. Her true quality is she's disciplined and competitive. And I can also say she's passionate too about reading all the time.
And I would like to present Elise. Elise is from Berlin, Belgium. She's very creative. She has a strong work ethic. She loves to travel, and she's going to be handling our strategy management.
And now, last but not least, I will introduce you Céline. Céline is from Écossy in Belgium. I would describe her as being determined. She also likes competition. She will be the marketing manager of our project, and she's a scout leader.
Okay, at this point, I think you have a better idea about our incredible team. So let's talk about Ecocun. So Ecocun is a shop of 100% green clinic product. But what is the opportunity? The opportunity is green focus for the global green clinic product market. So you can see on this graph, first of all, the Western Europe has a huge global market value of green clinic products. And we can see otherwise that in Belgium, the number of people who take over sustainability and want to purchase green clinic product is increasing significantly. But what about in the United States? 20% of market growth from 2007 to 2011. A brief history can justify this industry. It's about our president, Bill Clinton, in 1992, who ordered 100,000 federal companies to use green clinic products. So that's why you can see in the United States, the green aspect is not only a factor of differentiation, it's an official industry. But our first step in the growth industry is to establish a shop in Belgium. That's why we have to focus on the Belgian market and its environment. That's why we use pest analysis, and this analysis provides us internal and external data in order to predict the future of this sector. We can retain two key points: is environment and legal. Yeah, with Ecocun, we can help people to reduce their ecological footprint. Moreover, the last European rule in 2005, the last rule believed that sorry. The last rule believed that we have to limit the use of phosphates in order to protect the environment.
Okay, the mission of EcoCoon is to sell sustainable household products and to people that care about the environment and to help to sell them money, save them money. Initially, we want to begin with business to customers and then possibly later expanding into business to business sales. Our vision is to be part of the ecological awareness process and part of everyday life. Today, more and more people are involved in the environment and want to improve it, and we want to be there to help them do as much as we can.
Now I'm going to explain our core business. So we want to have different suppliers according to the location of our shop to limit as much as possible the shipping cost. In Belgium, we have found one potential supplier who is ecological cleaning consulting, but we are still looking for one in the United States. So our products will be buy in bulk, so that way we can limitate the shipping cost, but also the storage cost, and we can reduce the packaging. So we will sell the following products: dishwashing liquid, dishwasher liquid, laundry product, floor cleaner, and toilet cleaner. And in practice, the customers is going to our shop, and he can choose the quantity wanted by filling little containers. So here you can see an example of a big containers. So the price is calculated by weight with a calibrated scale, and it can print a ticket to pay the price at the cashier. And the customer can also customize the product for the smell and also the quantity. So concerning our target customer, we already did a little survey in Belgium, and we found the potential customers, so the young adults with children, the independent teens, and also the women. We wrote a survey for the United States, and we will do it next week. According our competitive advantage, so how are we going to create value? So we sell ecological friendly product, but at a lower price than our competitors. Why? Because we buy a product in bulk and we minimize the packaging. We also permit to the customer to personalize the product with perfume and quantity. So we are following a hybrid strategy because we are doing a differentiation. We differentiate all those 2 points with a lower low-cost business model. Sorry.
Okay, now we'll talk about our competitors. We have indirect and direct competitors, indirect being places in the U.S. such as Walmart, Harris Teeter, and Food Lion. And within these stores, we have the direct competitors such as Greenworks, Simple Green, and 7th Generation. The prices ranging from 4 to 7 euros, 9 to 10 euros, 3 to 15, and you see it's converted in dollars, roughly. And also for Belgium, we have indirect competitors such as Delhaize, Carrefour, and Colruyt. Excuse me again. And within these stores, we have competitive products such as EcoVer and Froggy, with prices ranging from 2 to 7 euros and 2 to 4 euros. Our price, personally, we have right now roughly from about 6 to 8 euros, and this isn't exact because we still have to go through the financial phase and kind of like get the numbers correct, but it may look a little bit higher or around the same price, but like Alice was saying, our prices are lower because ultimately they're going to get more out of their money.
So we made a SWOT to identify the risks and the threats that we have to tackle with in our development strategy. And we noticed that we have to pay attention to our competitors and to their easy diversification. But also, at least in Belgium, we know that the clients are unfaithful, so yes, we have to care about that. And in conclusion, we can say that our business is a solution for the clients, but also for the environment. So it's a win-win solution. So keep in mind that the future will be in all our clients' product. And EcoCoon, yes, we care.
Yeah, great job with your presentation. You identify the target customers out there that would respond to your products. The big question is how do you get those products to the customers? And you mentioned retail stores. Is that your are you, and if that's the case, where would they be located? And have you also considered online sales to try to reach those customers in the stores?
We actually want to have an individual store where they can come in and kind of fill up their container to the amount that they want. However, in the U.S., we're a little bit more fast-paced, so some people don't want to take the time to fill it up. So that's why we have these stores that we could possibly distribute to, such as Walmart or Del Hayes, that come with prepackaged products that they can go in and just buy instead of coming into our store. So we plan to have an individual store, an independent store, and also possibly distribute our product into the department stores and grocery stores.
Because earlier you said it's not a B2C.
Yes.
That sounds more like B2B. So is it both?
Sorry?
Yeah,
for the B2B is maybe you can put all containers in department stores.
Yeah.
But start with the individual stores.
Yeah, but nothing prepackaged.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
Nothing
you lose the concept.
Yeah.
So yes, and we can sell online because we will lose. We will lose the concept because if you sell online, you need bottles.
Pardon?
If you sell online, you will need bottles, so
Yeah.
it's not the same concept.
Okay. I had a question that was quite similar to the right question. Do you think we need shops? Real shops, or could it be rather like a garage, or I mean, you don't need anything fancy. It's just to go and refill your.
Yeah, but if we don't have shop.
Yeah, I mean.
I think one of our biggest things is our service and allowing customers to come into an area where they can be able to serve themselves and just the environment. Because, for example, we haven't spoke about this, but we want our building to be eco-friendly, such as LED lights, solar power, just to show that we actually care about, helping our environment.
My question was more about, do you need a fancy building?
No.
You probably need something very basic.
Just building on his or Frank's thoughts, is it more eco-friendly just setting up an existing shop instead of building new? So then just think about how you want to look at the whole brand and how you want to brand it. And also in terms of production, are you guys planning to produce yourself or?
No, we already found a supplier in Belgium.
Oh, they produce and
They produce.
But how are you going to make sure that the quality is the same in different countries in terms of different producers?
Yes, that we said it earlier that we have a lack in chemical competency, so we don't know a lot about that. So.
One opportunity you may have to differentiate is to create dispensing machines, which makes it a bit unique. And so when people come to see your products, if they're in a Walmart or a Del Hayes, that you now have a kiosk that would actually dispense. People bring in their packages and they can dispense based on your concept of weight. And then they can formulate, customize their own particular needs.
That was our actual idea, but we just kind of put it in our store. But it would work in another store like
Just remember, when you think about your store, you're talking about a whole complete set of fixed costs that you have to deal with. So if you're try to figure out what you're actually trying to create. Are you creating a brand? if you're creating a brand, you can put that brand in a number of different places. And you can migrate from one type of system to another. But if you start off with your own store, you're going to have to calculate all of those costs, and you're going to have to put those costs into your product, which would make it difficult for you to keep a low-cost differentiation strategy. So think about brand awareness, building the brand, and then you can migrate to something maybe a little bit heavier. Good job.
The only thing is that when you're dealing with large supermarkets like Bele's, or they have such a big bargaining power that you're nobody, you're nothing. And from day one to day two, they could just stop any relationship with you and break the contract. So
that's why they have to be creative. They got to be different. They got to be something unique that some grocery suppliers don't provide. And it could be just the way they deliver it.
yeah.
Are there any national differences to like eco-friendliness or how people perceive product? Have you thought about maybe, for instance, Germany would be more interested in that kind of product than say Belgium? I don't know.
Yeah. We've only focused on Belgium and the US so far, but other countries that are probably more
In the future development, right? At the beginning, we focus only on Belgium and then North Carolina.
One last question.
Yes, actually, it's not a question. I believe this is a wonderful idea, and we do have a place in Greensboro that if you bring your cartridges for ink, you can just bring it in and they fill it up, but they don't fill it up right there. They just switch. You give them your empty one, and they give you a new one. And I feel like that's a great idea. And one of the things that they do to help with profits is that instead of buying all the containers, they have sometimes coffee staples or office staples, and they say if some customers go and bring 10 of their empty ink cartridges, you can get 10% of discount, and then they get all those from them. So you can save some money in that. So I feel like it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.